Alright guys, you want to see it? Here goes. Hey everybody, welcome back to JohnVHRC. Here we have the Durafly Prime Tundra, guys. That's right, 1200 millimeter. You can get it in a plug and fly or ready to fly version. This is the ready to fly version. Comes with a transmitter. It's got gyros. It's got trainer mode. You can still do full aerobatics with it. You know, everybody knows about the bigger Tundras and what they can do and how awesome they are. Well, they finally came out with a trainer version for your up-and-coming pilot. Here's some of the specs: 1200 mil wingspan, flying weight 950 grams. It's got your 9-gram servos. The motor is a 3025 1000 kV. You've got a 30 amp reversing ESC, I believe. I don't know if it does on the ready to fly version, but I know on plug and fly you can reverse it, which is cool. 10x6 prop, and for a battery you're going to want a 3S LiPo 13 to 1800 milliamp. So let's go ahead and see what's inside the box here, guys. I mean, everybody in the world knows what a Tundra is. Not everybody knows what a Prime Tundra is. So exclusive look here. Something cool on this side I'll show you. Here you got the man Stewart with his son on the box. Sorry about the glare there, guys, but pretty sweet. So I'm trying to remember. I think his boy is 6, mine is 7. So I'm going to try to get my son on this thing too. Hopefully we have enough time in the video. Otherwise, I'll be making more in the future. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss that. Here's the version we got. You can also get floats for this as well as an option, I believe. I don't have them for mine, but you know, if you want to fly yours off water in the future, you can. So on the bottom, here is your transmitter if you got the ready to fly version. Links down below in the description, guys. So if this is something you're interested in, please click the link. It is free to you. It helps my channel out immensely. There's what the transmitter looks like. Got your switches. Lots of switches. Looks good. It feels good. Okay. Let's see what's in the box. So, in case you didn't notice, mine, FedEx, was nice enough to punch a hole in it. I did have to pop the top on this one to make sure everything was kosher before the FedEx guy left my work today, but everything looked good. So typically whenever I do these videos, it's 100% you and me the first time looking in the box. This time I did get a first look, and that's okay. So what you get: you've got your quick setup guide, which comes with all the models. You want the manual, you scan the QR code here, you get the manual. Here's the decal, and here's the deal on the bottom for like the bomb drop. That's how the other Tundras are. I have cut some of the packing tape away because I wanted to have a look at the bird to make sure everything was kosher. Let's go ahead and get the wing out here and have a look at it. So again, this is 1200 millimeter. So it's a little smaller than the other Tundras, thus using the little bit smaller battery, but you get massive trainer flight with it. A lot slower flight. Stewart's video shows they try to stall it and it doesn't, but you still got flaps and, you know, all the cool features, guys. Awesome airplane. You have two options as far as holding the wing on. You can either bolt it on, which you can see here has screws, or you can rubber band it on. So as in Stewart's video, he recommended for new people with your first few flights to simply use the rubber bands, because if you have a rough landing, it can allow your wing to do some moving and not damage anything else. Here is your propeller and your wing struts and some other little bits. I'm not sure what they are yet. We will find out together. Rubber bands, tail wheel. Looks like a bind plug and some clips. Here is, okay, here's your massive foam Tundra wheels. Here is a couple plastic pieces. Down in here, so this one has aluminum landing gear. So if you have a rough landing and bend them, you can bend them back. We're thinking about y'all. So looks like we got our elevator halves here. Again, always free them up. You know, you don't want your servos to work any more than you have to. Another one, Prime Tundra. Pretty awesome name. Here it looks like we have the hatch. Well, we'll unfoam everything here shortly, guys, and show you what's going down. So, whoop, here is the fuselage. Sweet red, white, and blue scheme. You gotta love that, hey? Looks very nice. Very cool. You got your slots for your optional floats and stuff on there. Looks really good. Oh, you know what? So that was the FPV hatch, because there's an FPV option. Obviously, this one has a hatch on it, guys. You can see down in there. See down in the top. I can see down in here we've got the receiver, and then we have the, I guess you call it the gyro system. And for a battery, you will need your XT60. All right, let me get this out of the way. We'll get it on a stand and we'll get to it and show you guys what you get. All right, guys, here we go. We got the Prime Tundra 1200 millimeter. Here's all the pieces you get in all the packages. So that extra canopy is an FPV canopy, guys. So you can put a servo in there so you can do your pan and tilt or whatever you want to do. Pretty awesome. I've done this on the V1 Tundra. I've got videos of that. Make sure you check it out. So the fuse, I kind of showed you that already. The wing here is, you can see, I mean, I love the scale. I call it scale, like the rib detail and stuff, you know, just a little extra coolness. They've got the Y harnesses already installed and labeled. All the extensions, not extensions, all the linkages are installed and ready to go. How cool is that? So you'll see the struts, if you guys can see, is going to use these clips that it came with here. Pretty sweet. The elevator halves, again, simple plug and play. You're going to use your little spar, plug them in, hook up the linkage, bada bing, you're done. All the screw packages are labeled to what size they are. It's pretty sweet. Here's your rubber bands for your optional, that's what these guys here will be. They will go through there, and you know, you put your rubber bands around them just like you did. If you've been in this long enough and you've flown nitro trainers, you know what I'm talking about, right? It goes through there, goes through there. Then these go on the other end. Hold your rubber bands on so they don't fall off. You'll want to glue those on because they fit a little loose, but yeah. So you got that option. You've got your wing struts, which are pretty cool. They've got a little ball joint in the bottom there, which is great. Yeah. That's really about it. There's not much to this. I don't suspect it's going to take more than a few minutes to build it for you guys. It'll take longer for me because I'm trying to take video at the same time. But that's okay. That's how it works. I'm trying to do this to help you guys, to have some fun with it, and you know, make life easier for you. That's the goal. So let me know what you think down below. All right. Well, you guys have seen all the pieces. Let's get into the build. I don't think it's going to take long, and hopefully we'll get some flying weather this weekend. The forecast is not good, but GB Lynn and I are going to be dodging rain showers to get this bad boy in the skies. So like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the build. Stay tuned. All right, so I started off with the landing gear. So I put the tail wheel on, used a couple of I put the aluminum landing gear on, and I used the 3x10 machine screws. I used the supplied screwdriver to do everything so far. You will need a pliers or a crescent or something to tighten up these lug nuts, so to speak, for the wheels. But once we get that done, we can flip it over and move on to the rest of the build. All right, next I'm going to do the elevator. So you definitely want to put the spar in. Do not forget the spar. Kind of an important part. Put that through the hole in the fuselage. Other half. You want to make sure that your joiner lines up. Get everything pushed in tight. Then these holes will line up, and then on the other side you will click on your linkage. For the elevator, I'm going to use the to hold them on. Okay, here's the tail completed. 1, 2, there's a third screw that goes down in there. Then we have the linkage on, and that's it. I mean, tail assembly is completed. Okay guys, next step is going to be simply putting the wing on. So we have the flap, we have the aileron. I did put the rubber band struts through. I put some glue on, put that on there. We're good to go there. So the wing, I mean, it's already labeled aileron flap, and we're going to drop it on and put a couple rubber bands on it to hold it in place. Okay, we got the wing installed, so we hooked up our electrical connections. These plastic pieces are to protect the wing for where your rubber bands go over. In the old days, we used to actually fiberglass the balsa wood where the rubber bands would go, but this is how you do it these days. I just got a couple on there to hold it in place, and then I'm going to flip it over and we're going to put the struts on next, because that would be the final piece of holding the wing. So like such. And then your struts will go on like so. Oh, they're actually labeled left and right. So I just lucked out of the gate, grabbed the left one, and then it will screw on. I know you guys probably can't see it from there. Kind of clicks on place there. And again, same deal there. And it will go up to here. And your little clippy, which is under the wing currently, or you guys can see it, maybe I can't. Here they are. So these little clippies will go through here and here to hold it on, and then we'll put a screw through here and here to complete the assembly. Okay, we got the struts on, we got the clips on. I use a little 2x10, so it's a machine screw with a lock nut on the back side. Goes up in there. See if I can try to get an angle so you guys can see what's going on here. But yeah, I mean, that's it, guys. The bird is assembled. Okay, got my battery. Put it in here. We're just going to test how things work. So transmitter on, powered up, plug it in, see what happens. There goes all the surfaces. So the gyro's initialized. Everything seems to be okay. Hey, we got ailerons. We got flaps, 3 steps of flaps. Rudder. Throttle. Guys, what more do you want? So on this side here of the transmitter, you have an arm disarm. So you have a throttle kill. Nice for safety. Okay. So here you have your gyro. So all the way up is no gyros. Then in the middle, you have like gyro on mode. Let me power it up. There goes the gyros. And then all the way down you have training mode, which is gonna, limit your bank angles and, get the beginner guy to shove it full in the corners, and the airplane will not go into a death spiral. So you gotta love that. And then up here on the top, on this other side, you have your dual rates. So you got high and low. So for me, I'm a high rate guy. That's how I roll. I'm gonna try it on gyro on and see how it goes. I'm not against gyros. The guys that are don't know what they're talking about. You can leave your comment down below. and let me know what you think about that. So really, guys, this is about it. I do have to get some Velcro on the battery, which it comes with in here, and stick the ESC against the wall and check the CG. Then we'll go out and do a range check, and then it's pretty much going to be fly time. We'll double check the throws. I'm going to assume they're probably right, but I will let you know if I had to dinker with them or not. So CG 55 to 60. Your throws are on here, as you can see. I'll try to put a link down below in the description to the manual. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is it. I mean, it literally took longer to turn the camera off and on than it did to build this bad boy. And I'm so excited to get my son out there learning how to fly on it. So if you've seen the other videos, he's doing okay. I have a feeling he is going to love this plane way more than the other ones he's been playing with. So like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back. So I just wanted to show you guys real quick. So this is gyros off. You'll see nothing is doing anything. One click, gyros on. You can see they move. You probably can't see. You'll see this one though. So this is trainer mode. See how the ailerons stay to keep it level? Yeah, you probably can't see that well. You'll see it when it's in flight though, guys, trust me. I'm so excited for this airplane. All right, back to work. Okay guys, just marking where my CG goes. This is what I do on every model. I take my caliper. The CG, it says here, was 55 to 60 millimeter from the leading edge, right? So we go back. So if you guys haven't ever gotten these, like, they're dirt cheap. You get a bunch of different colors in a package. Like, I put them on every plane because when you have it the other way, you can feel the circle. Why not, you know? So that said, I can feel where they're at. I can feel them without even looking. Got my fingers on it. That baby is balancing spot on. Here is where my 1500 pack went. It's on the foam back against the, there's kind of a little ridge in there where the landing gear is. Get this turned so you can see. It's perfect. Perfect right there. Kind of right. I put it a couple millimeters in front of the back edge. I kind of usually put the center of these in the center of the CG range so I can feel if I'm going forward or back, but this is spot on, guys. I know you guys are curious, where do these things go? Well, I didn't forget about them. They go here. So your struts, what are you going to do when you take the wing off, right? Need somewhere to put the struts. So they'll fit right into there. Use a couple of the 2.3 by 6 screws, screw it on. Now you've got somewhere to clip your struts when your wing is not in place. They just thought of everything, didn't they? Pretty awesome. So before installing the wing for the last time, I am gluing on these. I just put a little bit of CA on the bottoms to kind of hold them in place. They're going to protect where the rubber bands go on the wing. They're pretty much dry, so we'll put that on next. I put the decal where it should go here on the top. Got these glued on. We're just going to plug in the connections and put the rubber bands on. And then you're going to use your clips, your little pins to hold the struts on, and your wing will be in place.